Hello friends, welcome back to the continuation of our iChat. In this series, I'm developing in chat app. So as you know that we have a lot of users in Firebase. So we want to send a friend request so that you can chat to another user. So at first you want to check if you're already a friend or you are not accepted. If you are not a friend, then we want to send a friend request. So I'll come to the database. As you see, under friends here, I have two users. So I have myself, which means this one is Melissa, and this one is this is Alpha, which means it's myself. So I'll call it also, I'll rename as myself. Okay, so which means I have two users. I have Melissa, then I have Alpha. So you want to check if Alpha has accepted Melissa or not. So as you see, Melissa is under Alpha. Is under Alpha UIT. This is the Alpha UIT. Also, Melissa is under this UID, which means Melissa is accepted. So you want to check if other users, if they try to chat with Alpha, we must check if it's already a friend or not. So if it's not a friend, then we pop up a dialog to send a friend request. So also, if you want to add the user, you need to add if you want to add user to friends here, so that if they check they found this available, we add this on a registration, so that if the user register, then it will create a myself ID. So I'll do a quick. So in a quick, I want to copy this. Okay, so now it's done. As you see, this is how you can add this. How you can add this user. Okay, so now we are done. Let's come to iChat here. So in iChat, I want to check if I want to know which user is logged in, because I'm using a phone. I'm using a real device. So if you're not using a real device, then you can skip this. We can skip this step. So here I want to call the Firebase user. Then I'll call a current user. By this code, we will capture the current user, so that I will show the name on my display. So on my taskbar. So now I'll close this. Then we come to use in user list here. We want to add the ID of this card. So now it's done. We want to set the click listener so that we can check if I'm already accepted or not. So I'll call the holder dot user card dot set on click listener. So inside here I want to code the same code, but this one is different. So what I can copy here, I want to copy this I'll copy this only. Let's say I'm already logged in as myself, then I want to chat with someone. So I want to chat with, for example, I want to chat to Melissa. So if Melissa is not accepted my request, or I'm not his friend, then you want to send a friend request. Will pop up a dialog, then we send a friend request. But if I'm already his friend, then we'll continue to chat. So as you see, we come to friends here, then we call the Melissa's ID, then I will check my ID inside Melissa's ID. So it's the same as if I come here, as you see, this is Melissa's ID, then inside there's James inside here. If I come to this one is a this one is my ID, and inside my ID I have a Melissa inside here. So it's how I will check. Then if it's 0, it means it's not existing, or if it's 1, then it means it's available, so we can continue to chat. So now let's try to run the project and see if I'm getting a user. It's working well. If I check on other users, like if I click James, it's showing a 0. If I click Melody, it's showing a 0. But if I click to Alpha, it's showing 1, which means I'm a friend to, which means Melissa is available in Alpha so that they can chat. Okay, so it's now done. So let's try to. So it's working well. Now let's see. Let's start the coding. So we'll need the dialog here. So this dialog we need to add to 0. Sorry, we need to add to here to 0, because my user ID will not available, so it's not existing. So we need to send a friend request. So here we need to intend to another activity for iChat, for chat activity. So I'll create a new, then I will need a chat activity. So I'll call this, I can say a chat activity. So this it's a progress dialog. So once the user click yes to send a request, he will pop up a progress dialog. Then at first we check the current user, which means it's the user that is sending a request. So we'll need the username and a profile name. So once we have we have a profile image. Also we'll collect the user ID. Okay, so then we start calling the Firebase. If you found all these items, then we start calling the Firebase to send the request. So once it's successfully, then we dismiss the dialog. Then we toss the message. Also we dismiss the dialogs if it's error or it's failed. Or we can try on cancel the database. If it's cancelled, then we can cancel the dialog. Also we toss the message. So now it's fine. Let's try to run the project. Okay, so I tested a friend send a friend request. So I sent a friend request, but I'm getting an error because the progress dialog is not dismissed. So we need to dismiss a progress dialog. So if I come here, then I want to, I'll call a progress. A progress dialog. Then we dismiss this progress dialog. So I'll copy this and paste everywhere. Also, we need to fix something here. If you are sending a request, so we send the request, we call the user that we want to be his friend. Also, as you see, I made a mistake by updating the children's before adding my current user ID. So as you see in Firebase here, this is the friend request. Also, this is the ID. So this ID is not for Melissa, but this ID is for the person that you want to be his friend. So we need to add the current user ID inside. Also, then we add these items inside. So what we need, I'm trying to say, is that in child here, then we need to add another child. So I'll duplicate this. Then inside here, then we will say the current user. Then we want to get the UID like this. So now run the project. Then I will delete this. I will delete this one. Okay, so here in intent, we need to start the activity. So I will say context conduct dot start activity dot start activity intent. Okay, so now it's fine. I hope we are done for this episode. So we'll meet in the next video. If you are new to this, please subscribe to my channel. Also like my videos. You can download my application. It's called the DevSelfTech. I provided a lot of lessons with source codes. Also, it's where you will get these source codes. Thank you. You can check the link on the description so that you can download the app. Also, I have a lot of videos inside that application. If you are new to developing, please subscribe. Goodbye. Please follow my videos. The next video will be fetching all the requests and display to the user. Also, you want to count a number of users that are sent the request, so that we can display we'll display the numbers, so that if the user click those numbers, then it will open a activity where we fetch all data of the request. Goodbye.